Are you considering renting a house or possibly purchasing a house? Trying to figure out the difference and trying to figure out what's best? Come check out these tips and I can let you know what's best, renting or buying. My name is Brittany and I am with EXP right here in the city of Phoenix, Arizona. If this is your first time with me and you would like to know everything about eating, sleeping, living, playing in the city of Phoenix, Arizona, then you are in the right place. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit the alert button so that way you are notified every time I post a new video. Honestly, there has been so many people that have been reaching out that are considering moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and me and my team absolutely love it. I know how it is moving to a new state and not knowing anything about it, and quite frankly, I feel like I've only visited Phoenix twice before I decided to move out here. So make sure that you reach out to us, call us, send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. Make sure you do so that way we can get you on the right path and make sure that we put you in the right neighborhood that you would like to be in. Let us be your eyes and ears. We got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. So let's talk about it. So, as far as renting versus buying, if you were to buy, you are building your own wealth. If you were to rent, you are building your landlord's wealth. I know that's the obvious, but when you really think about it, if you purchase, then it may be a little bit more money up front and take a lot of planning, but in the long run, I do feel like it's better to purchase when it comes to building your own wealth. If that is one of your goals for this coming year, then great. Start thinking about purchasing. If it's not one of your goals for this year and you're still trying to figure out your way and have, other things going on, or you're just not ready to make such a big commitment, totally understandable, then renting is probably a better choice for you. Monthly payments. So if you decided to rent, it's possible that your monthly payments will go up every year, depending on if that landlord would like to raise the rent. If you were to purchase, you have your payment locked in and you would be paying that same amount that you are able to budget for and plan for the future. If you're a designer like me, well, I'm like a self-proclaimed designer. I haven't taken any major classes or anything, but I feel like I have pretty good skills with designing. And I think that comes from my mother, which I don't think she really had any major training either, but she's just always had an eye for design. She knows what colors go with which colors, what type of vibe she wants in the home. So if you are a designer and you do like to customize a lot of your home, then purchasing might be a better option, because when you rent, you're not able to do as much as you would be able to do with purchasing a home. If you rent a home, it's possible that the landlord will allow you to paint a wall or two, or maybe to put up a couple things on the wall, change some landscaping in the back or the front yard. But for the most part, you would need to purchase a home if you're looking to take down a wall to make the kitchen bigger, or if you would like to paint this huge mural on the nursery wall, or if you would like to do anything, construction wise, if you want new countertops, if you want to design your kitchen with, the hood of the oven and get to choose all your appliances, then you customizing your own home is probably the best bet. You can buy a home brand new construction, or you can buy a home that is already built and remodel it. I would say a huge advantage in renting, at least for my husband and I, was the fact that we had young kids and we wasn't exactly sure what state we wanted to live in, what path our life was going to take us on. We decided to rent. We rented in San Diego, California. And that was definitely the best decision for us because we weren't in the position to purchase, and because we had a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and I had no idea at the time, but we ended up getting a puppy. And quite honestly, I rather get a puppy in a house that I rent versus a house that I purchased. I know, that's horrible, but it's the truth. I'd rather be in a house that I rent, that if the carpet ends up smelling like dog, I'm not going to have that carpet forever. Which I guess in a house that you purchased, you wouldn't have that carpet forever either. You can always change it. But just for the aesthetics and how I feel about animals and the way that they smell, it was better that we got a puppy in the house that we rented versus purchased. Oh, and my hair. I know my hair, I took my braids out the other day because we are getting close to Christmas. So, of course, for Christmas and for the holidays, you want to look a little bit, let's see, a little different, or you want to change it up a little bit. We will be traveling to California for the holidays. So I have my beautician out in California. So I'm going to go see her, get my split ends cut, get a deep condition. I also took out my daughter's braids and I actually blow dried her hair. She is so excited that I blow dried my hair, or blow dried her hair. And the reason why I blow dried her hair is because as I was blow drying mine, she's like, Mommy, can I get my hair like yours? And I had already planned on doing it, but I was just gonna twist it and do like a little curly style. But instead I'm like, why not? Why not, blow dry her hair, give her a little bit of length and show her all of the magical things that her hair can do. And I don't want to get too far off subject, but if you're a Black girl, then you know that hair is a sensitive subject. And I have came from a hair insecure background. As far as growing up, I grew up in a suburban area, so there wasn't many people that looked like me. So the fact that I had different hair, it just gave me a different feeling. So, I didn't know how to take care of it, but my parents, or my mother, did know how to braid hair. So I kept my hair in braids for the majority of my life. The fact that I'm an adult and I have a little girl now, I do want to teach her hair care and all of the beautiful things about her hair. So if you would like to see that video and to see the process that I did with my hair and my daughters, go check out my Instagram. My Instagram is Brittaney.Badger. And there you can get a little closer look at what goes on with my Black girl life. So with renting, there will be fees involved. There'll be fees involved with renting and buying. But with renting, you will have a security deposit and any other type of deposits or fees. So there's the pet deposit, that if you move in with a pet. There is the security deposit, which is usually double the rent that you will be giving the landlord just in case after you leave, there's, you know, repairs that the landlord needs to make. As far as buying, most likely you will have to pay a down payment and the closing fees. The down payment, usually about 10%, 20% of the home purchase. The closing fees, it can depend on escrow and what's put into your loan docs. That's a whole nother video with all the type of fees that you could occur when buying a home. Another perk. Hi, Ellie. Say hi.
Hi.
She got her hair done. No more twisties. You have on your Christmas lights. Another advantage to buying a home is the fact that you will have it. You will have that home forever if you make the payments and you don't go into foreclosure. But who wouldn't want to wish that on anyone? But anyway, so with purchasing a home, we actually have a home in Chino Hills, California. My husband actually purchased the townhome before him and I got married. And we've had a couple conversations on if we should sell it or keep it. However, we decided to keep it and to rent it out. And to rent it out to another family that suits them. It's a 3-bedroom townhouse. There's a pool on the property, not so much of a yard. There's just like a little patio area. So we outgrew the townhome, but we did decide to rent it out to another family, which has been a pretty good decision because we are making money from that purchase, and it has now become an investment property. So a perk to purchasing is that you will be able, or you can keep that home, and when you do outgrow it or you would like to downsize, you can always rent it out. So that's a huge advantage to purchasing, is that you can become a landlord and make an income off of a purchase that you made years and years ago, and it turned into an investment property. So that is a huge perk. Okay. So just to recap, a couple of the reasons to rent versus the reasons to buy are building your landlord's wealth versus building your wealth. Your monthly rent payment can increase yearly. Your monthly rent payment can increase yearly if you decide to rent. If you decided to buy, then your payment will stay the same. Restrictions on what you can customize in your home versus if you own the home, you can make any changes that you would like. Having to pay fees and a security deposit versus having to pay closing costs and down payment. So please, if you have any more rent versus buy questions or comments, please comment them below. I would love to hear some more ideas and to get some of your guys' questions so that I can answer them for you. And I am always happy to comment, to subscribe to your channel if you have a channel. Thinking about purchasing, I would love to send you some purchasing properties here in Phoenix, Arizona that is happy to assist you. But again, you've got to reach out to us to find that perfect area that you would like to go see, or if you're thinking about to do that, you've got to send us an email, a text, or you want to get a hold of us. Make sure you do. We've got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. Until next time, see you later.